hours' time, I'm going to be running one of my online workshops, and we're going to be doing this warm-up exercise of using a straight edge to make curves. So I thought it might be good just to do a little practice, a little reminder for myself, and do it in my visual diary or my art journal. So I'm just warming up here, just using a short straight edge, and I'm going to get my participants to do this and then to actually draw, because the focus of the workshop is well, the theme is food for thought, and the focus is creating 3D form in just line drawings. So we're just going to shake that up a bit using this technique. I'm going to draw this apple in my drawing diary. It might end up being quite big. I think I'm going to leave my apple there because I've got to get on with my course. But I quite like these marks I've made here, these lines, and I imagine that they might feature later on in the week in this double page diary spread, maybe just as a way to link the composition together somehow. And in case you were wondering, I've started Monday's entry, and Monday I spent a lot of time with my mum sorting out a lot of embroidery threads and things to do with knitting and crochet and patchwork and stitching for a sales table. So I've just drawn a little box of those threads, or started to draw a little box of those threads, and I'll come back to those at some point, maybe add some colour. Anyway, I wonder what Wednesday's going to hold. This green shooter's popped up in the last, well, couple of days. My horse chestnut trees are coming into bud. Well, that one's about to flower. Excuse the drain pipe behind, that's awful. And the hostas are coming up, and they've not been eaten by slugs or snails yet, so I think I'll be drawing some of these because this is a bit of an annual tradition. Beautiful primrose and some gorgeous shadows. So I always like to put my sketchbook under the shadows and draw the shadows. So that's something to look forward to, I think. There we go, 5 minutes of drawing and my Wednesday entry is in. So I might add some colour to that later. I've left a bit of a space here. I might put some writing in. And I've deliberately put my drawings on this side to balance the apple being on that side, so we'll see what difference that makes when the page develops. And I'm going to take a photo of the hostas for reference in case I do want to add some colour, but I could alternatively leave it just as that, although I might actually go over some of these lines with a slightly thicker, darker pen when I'm back in my studio. It's now Thursday, and I have this week in the evenings, just an hour or so, a couple of evenings, I have made one of these macrame plant hangers, and it's been a lot of fun, and I'm going to make lots more. So I'm going to put some of this rope in, some of this macrame rope in for my Thursday entry. So I'm going to take this up to the studio and just draw from it there. I've added quite a lot of shading to my macrame knots, mostly just using hatching and cross hatching, and I've just put in a few lines like that just to suggest the weave of the paper string. It's a rather complex little collection of knots. Go over some of these lines to help define where they crisscross each other. So whenever I use a fine liner pen, I always work into the line some more. Get variety of lines and marks. So I didn't know this drawing would end up so dense, but it has. That's fine. It reads okay. I think it reads like a bunch of macrame knots, which is what it is. I'll put a little bit of hatching on the ring as well. But I'm just only suggesting that. Just making it slightly darker where the chords cross each other, because there's bits of shadow there. They cast a shadow on each other where they crisscross. Right, let's leave that there. I'm going to be doing Friday the 20th retrospectively. It's now Saturday the 21st. I was quite busy yesterday, but I did see an absolutely beautiful sunset, and it was a lovely day again. And I don't see this actual sun setting because it sets behind my house, but I do see the light from it, and the sky was just such a gorgeous pale pink, mauvey, orangey pink. So what I've done here is I've extended my red lines from using the straight line to make curves, and I've brought them right across this page, and then I've just put in a suggestion of that sky. And also yesterday, a favourite time of year, favourite date was the spring equinox. And I always like to mark that in my diaries. So what I'm going to do, I've decided, is put a little bit of writing in between these lines that I've created here. So I'm just going to say, and I'm going to just do lettering that fits right inside these lines. We'll see if my words fit. If not, I'll think of something else. I have to be careful that I spell things or concentrate on my spelling, because when I'm concentrating hard on doing the lettering, sometimes I can forget to think about the spelling and I might miss out a letter. Let's do this E small. How lovely though to think that we're now really fully in the spring here in the UK. See, I've spelt that wrong. It's supposed to be a Q. Never mind. Never mind. We can do something about that. I'll probably just make these letters darker like that one. Equinox. Equinox. And apparently it happened at 2:45 yesterday. So spring equinox, let's just write today. Hurrah! And then I've also learnt, I've got a note here, that in the UK, 12 hours of daylight and nighttime comes a few days before the equinox, the equilux. So I might write that in here, but I need to make some, I think I need some thinner lines. So let's just put those in. I am literally just, I'm making this up as I go along, but that's, sounds flippant. But what's happening is that when I make a mark or make a decision and do something, then that moves the page on and it informs ideas for what I can do next, or what I think I might do next. So like 5 minutes ago, I did not know I was going to be doing this. That might be okay. Let's see how it goes. In the UK, in the UK, comma, 12 hours of daylight. Let's put that there. G H T. 12 hours of daylight and nighttime come a few days before the Right, I've got to put more lines in. I'm not going to fit all that in. So this is going into today and Sunday, but that's okay. I quite like that. I quite like having something on the page already. That's a bit straight. Anyway, in the UK, daylight. Let's break this up. And nighttime comes a few days. I don't think that's all going to fit in there. Let's put another one in. I'm sorry about that abrupt stop. My phone ran out of storage and I didn't realise. So now I've deleted about 1,800 videos and offloaded a load of apps. So hopefully there's going to be enough storage for me to finish this. So what I did was carried on with the writing. I added a few more lines in because the next sentence I wanted to write, I knew I wouldn't fit in. And that next sentence says, so 12 hours, in the UK, 12 hours of daylight and nighttime comes a few days. Oh, I should have said before. I've missed out the word before the equinox, and it's called the equilux. And then because I had a gap here, that's just my expression of how happy I am that we are at this time of year. So I've just said hurrah. So I've missed out the word before, but never mind. So what I'm thinking, what I'll do next is tonight on Saturday the 21st, I'm meeting friends for dinner. So I might do something in there. And tomorrow I'm meeting my cousin and her family. So I'll wait to see what happens tomorrow. For now, I think I might just think about adding some colour here, but definitely making this all look a bit of a better, kind of stronger drawing. And then I might put some writing in here as well. We'll see. I've just been finishing off my drawing diary for this week, or my art journal, and I've worked on this area down here. So as I said, yesterday I was going to meet my cousins for the day, and I did that. So, and here it says Boughton on the Water with Pamela, Jason and Benedict, and that's a little sketch of the bridge over the river and a few houses in the background. And I've added a bit of shadow behind this macrame just to fill that gap there. That was a compositional kind of device, and I've just added a little bit of colour and finished off the drawing of those threads in that basket, and added a bit of colour down here on the hostas. So I think I'm going to leave that there for this week, and I hope you've enjoyed the process of putting it together. See you next time.